Good morning. Such a nice day. Sun's out. Remembering I'm in Puerto Rico, there's a storm close at hand called Hurricane Melissa. Thankfully, far enough away from us. We've just had a little bit of rainy weather, not even that much. I feel badly for the people in Jamaica and Hispaniola or Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and also the people in the eastern part of Cuba. It's forecast to be quite a bad storm. I hope everyone's had enough notice and taken advantage of being prepared. Be prepared, the Boy Scout motto. Finding a comfortable posture where one can focus and concentrate on what we're discussing today is oftentimes the initiation into a practice session when one goes to a meditation class. So we use it here too. It's appropriate. And what that is doing is drawing one into a sense of being aware of one's physicality, of one's dynamics of being alive. We're aware of our buttocks as we're sitting. We're aware of our clothes. Maybe not even so much on a conscious level, but nonetheless we're aware. At least in as far as one ascertaining for themselves, am I comfortable? One's making sure that perhaps there's a pillow or a rolled up towel close by that you can place beneath the rear of your buttocks underneath your coccyx vertebrae so that you are more aligned by sitting straighter up. Your knees and your buttocks are more even, raising one's posture. One's head is hopefully firmly upon your neck and gazing forward as if you were looking into the distance, rather than looking up or looking down. One's tongue attached to the roof of one's mouth, behind your front teeth. One's shoulders rise gently and press back, expanding one's lungs by opening one's chest. Being aware of what you hear besides my voice. Is there an ambiance in the room or the place that you are in? You hear birds, or you hear some kind of mechanical devices, or cars in the distance, or airplanes, or other people. Being aware. Being aware of what one sees, or doesn't, if one's eyes are closed. Better. Visualizing. Do you have a sense of light or colors in your visualization, or do you see a kaleidoscope of things because they're open? Textures and depths. Thinking. Thinking about what we are doing every day. And we do these things every day, one way or another, many times a day. Feeling one's skin, the hair, the cilia upon the surface of your skin. Are there breezes that are brushing your hair? Or perhaps your clothes? Or perhaps you have your hands on your legs and it's all pressing and mixing together? Do you feel the heat emanating from the surface of your skin? Being here now. You are a bundle of miracles, and these are the sensitivities of one's body and of one's mind being able to be aware of it. They are miracles, all of these. We call them our five senses. We add our taste and our smell. What are you smelling? Do you smell anything? Do you smell your own body's odor? Or maybe someone was cooking breakfast or a cup of coffee or tea? Did you partake so that you have a taste of this in your mouth? Or is it a taste from your sleep? So we followed the instructions of being comfortable and undisturbed and being aware of our bodies, and already find a transformation occurring in our being even more aware of the bodily function we call breathing, respiration. It is a four-part process, in my opinion. It begins with an inhale, long and slow and delicious, with purpose, with intention, with energy. As long as it's comfortable, not too much and not too little, a little bit like the three bears. Moderation is best. At the top of one's inhale, when satisfaction has been reached, pausing just for a few moments, enough time that one could, if you wished, have a thought or two of being humble or thankful. We can even be aware of and appreciate whom and what we are. Not long after we have begun our pause, we'll find an interest in exhaling. It's natural. It's autotonic, as people say. And again, in this exercise that we are creating as we continue our journey, long and slow and purposeful, in one's exhale, if you like, breathe with a little bit more intention and sound either on top of the threshold of sound or even beneath it, something like awe or om or whatever sound one may relish to use. One can be flexible and adaptive and change all the time. Feeling this sound reverberating in one's lungs, one's throat, one's mouth, maybe in one's ears. Realizing that as it progresses from these points of beginning, they are expanding everywhere. From the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers to the tips of your nose. Does the vibrations reach and linger? And when we're finished breathing out, we pause again. That's the four parts. Breathing in, pause, breathing out, pause. And again, for a few moments we're pausing. Again, a time that one can utilize for self-awareness and be thankful or humble. Before the realization, this process is paramount of importance to our lives. It's not something we do because we want to do it. It's something that we do because we have to do it. It is the fundamental energy being brought into our system, oxygen, that keeps us alive. Further, continuing this as best as one can. And also being understanding that as we are proceeding, you very well might be considering other things as important or interesting too, and find your consciousness slipping from your breathing techniques, your breathing process, and know that this is okay. It is called multitasking. We are very good at it. It is part of our evolutionary nature. Don't be disappointed or angry or feel that you are failing, because no, this is not the truth. You are taking a rest from one train of thoughts and substituting in another, and it's okay. I mention this because it is important to know that one should be kind and understanding, patient, and nice to oneself in this process of mindful meditation. We are here for positive energy, not negative. We are here to rejoice. And if there are tears of humility and joy, not of sadness or disappointment. It is this way. Further, remembering what's the purpose of this breath we are doing. If it just goes in and out of our lungs, then we haven't really accomplished its task. It needs to find its way into our vascular system, into our arteries, and out through our veins. Yes, you know the drill. But it needs something to accomplish this. And it is a symbiotic relationship between our lungs and our heart that do this, that accomplish this task. So as important our breath is as important as our pulse, our heart squeezing and relaxing, time after time, feeling this inside, finding, becoming more aware of one's pulsing energy. Wherever one might. If you have difficulty, take your first two fingers, your forefinger and your middle finger, and place them under the wrist crease of your opposite hand, under the thumb, at the wrist crease. Palm facing up, gently pressing in at the edge. And you will find your radial artery just beneath your skin. And it will pulse its code of hello, 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 hello to you, as it does to me. And with practice, you will find it everywhere. Your whole body undulating with the pulse of one's heart. Learning, practicing, becoming, being. Now, it is again a bundle of miracles we share. These are two processes primary to one's being alive. Further, remembering, feeling this heat exuding through one's skin. The combination of the muscular activity of these two processes, this is the effect. One's chest rising and subsiding, one's diaphragm the same, one's heart squeezing and relaxing. This energy is dissipated through one's whole vascular system, which reaches everything and warms one's body, transferring this thermal energy all around. It is another miracle. That's 3. Further, and doing them at the same time. Again, understanding that we had this conversation about kindness and niceness and patience and understanding and compassion. Yes, absolutely. It is as important as anything, because we want to be positive about our practices so that we do our practices. If we are positive and feel good about what we are accomplishing, then we will want to do it. If it's the opposite, then we won't. Thinking, thinking about what we are doing is the difference between failure and success. I know because I've had both. And I know enough to give this advice to help you in your own way, that you might not wait 40 years to find a sense of self-realization, of harmony, of grace. Last but not least, we are feeling inside of ourselves as we breathe, as we pulse, as we exude thermal energy. And what do all three of these have in common? Do we know? Of course we do. They have in common, they are all part of life's energy. So feeling the vibration of one's cells trembling, shimmering quietly all the time, taken for granted, beneath the cadence of one's heart squeezing, beneath the rush and flow of one's breath filling and emptying, beneath the warmth being generated, accepting, allowing, being receptive to, sensitive to not only one's five senses, but to what's beneath. Putting one's fingertips together, feeling the tremor of life itself. What does this all do? One, it helps us focus. The things that prior to our beginning our practice are long gone. We are attentive to our practice, that our minds are becoming one. Now, in this state of awareness, we are ready to begin to feel a sense of oneness of our own being and of everything. One's foundation is found here, now, in the sanctity of one's own being, alive, aware, awakened. This is our practice. To be here now, a bundle of miracles, humbled. In these realizations we're sharing, in the further knowledge, we are the result of an evolution that is over 3 billion years already in its procession, in its own journey through time and space upon this world. And we are humbled by this. Not only by this, but the immensity of all of creation in all of its aspects beyond our individuality, beyond our own uniqueness, each and every one, but to those that are around us, and further afield, the whole world, and to all things. The flowers, the fruits, the vegetables, the birds, the fish, the animals, the water, the gas, the earth, the minerals, the compounds. And this is just on planet Earth. Being aware, allowing one's mind to visualize and expand further into the outer atmosphere, to the moon, to the interplanetary dust, to the sun, to the other planets in our solar system. Beyond this, to interstellar space, to Alpha Centauri, to the next suns and suns beyond, including our whole Milky Way galaxy, and further afield again. Beyond this galaxy of 200 billion stars and their star systems of planets, 2 billions, or possibly trillions more, humbled before this immensity of creation. If you wish this God's creation, it is the same thing. And thankful that you and I can be in our comfortable postures and even have the facility, the capability to conceive of what we are discussing. A sense of awe, a sense of reverence in one's own being. We are the proof of what we are saying. And amazement. All of this has come to pass. We are here now. Bundles of miracles. Humbled before the immensity of creation, and thankful for this opportunity to be alive. Namaste.